Giving unto God, who's truly head of my life, Minister Lora SPEAIGHT, all my father's children. It's a blessing to be in the land of the living. You know, we could have been dead and gone, but God knew that mercy suited our case. And I think more than ever anymore, you know, we're living in peerless times, and there's no doubt that we need to pray. And I'm reminded in the book of Daniel, it said that Daniel prayed 3 times a day. And I'm reminded of Psalms 107:20, and it says that God sent his word to heal and deliver them from their destruction. And I want to talk for a little while about how many times do you pray? How many times a day do you pray? You know, using God's name, when we use God's name, it ought to be to give him reverence. How many times have we used the Lord's name in vain, saying, oh my God, or this? But let me tell you, anytime you open your mouth, it ought to be to give God some praise for what he has done. You know what? We got to realize that God can't be our spare tire. He need to be our steering wheel. If you let God take the wheel, you'll never go wrong. He will never, ever get you lost. Let me tell you something. The God that I serve, he's worthy to be praised. God can deliver you if you just call on him. Call on God in the midnight hour, in the noonday heat. And I want to know, how many times do you pray to the Lord? You say, Lord, I'm leaning and depending on your word, because I can't make it by myself. I said, how many times a day do you pray? Do you pray to the Lord when you can't pay your bills? But let me tell you, you can pray to the Lord, because the Lord that I serve on the cattle of 1,000 hills, he have a bank account that's never runs dry. He is a God of abundance, the God of plenty, the God of more, the God of abundance. I want somebody to know that you can call on God when you can't see your way, when you're blind, seem like things won't go right. Let me tell you something. When you need a map, look to the hills which cometh your help. Look for God as your architect, the builder, the chief cornerstone. I say the builder, the chief cornerstone, that the builders rejected. Jesus, the lily of the valley, the bright, the morning star, the rose of Sharon, the fairest of 10,000. Oh Lord, have mercy. The rock of ages. I ask you, how many times a day do you pray? You may wake up, something on your mind, your hearts get heavy. And let me tell you something, I know the holidays are approaching, but let me tell you something, everybody's holiday ain't happy. They think about some loved ones that have gone on. I tell you something, October is not a good month for me and my family, because my dear old sister's birthday was October the 23rd, and she died 3 years ago. And I remember, I tell you something, Saturdays get hard for me, because I always get out of my bed and I want to get up, go to the group home and get her and take her out. But I can't do that no more. So let me tell you something. Saturdays and holidays ain't good for everybody. They used to share those Christmas dinners. They used to share those Thanksgiving dinners, but oh, that place at that table where that one used to sit is an empty space, and everybody don't have happy holidays anymore. Everybody, Christmas ain't merry. But let me tell you something. You can make it merry if you understand the reason for Christmas. It's about Christ. But in our humanity, I know as human beings, when we reflect on those ones that are no longer here, I tell you, some people hate to see the holidays coming. They get on their knees and say, Lord, I can't make it. I can't make it without this loved one. You never told me that I had to be without the one that I love. But let me tell you something. Jesus is here to step in and be that love that you lost, because Jesus will never leave nor forsake you. You never have to go to calling hours. You never have to visit him in palliative care. Oh, you never have to sit in chemo. You never have to stand there and watch him on dialysis. Oh, let me tell you something. I understand that all holidays ain't merry, but I'm trying to tell you, prayer, prayer changes things. God can open your eyes, and when you feel like crying, you can start shouting, because Jesus is on the main line. You gotta tell him what you want. You can call him in the midnight hour. He ain't on Facebook, but you can call him. He ain't on Twitter, but you still got a connection to him. He may not be on Instagram, but he is the great I am. I wish somebody knew what I was talking about. God's been good to us, and he will not put more on you than you can bear. Oh, I tell you, and I think I'm not the only person that said, I used to think about that, and I say, you know what? I know your words say, Lord, you said you can't put more on me than I can bear. But I tell you, in your humanity, even when you are a worker of Christ and you're the messenger, sometimes it do get hard. But you know what? Let me tell you, when I get weary, when I get burdened down, you know what I do? I do like Daniel. I turn and I plug into my power source. When I come up, I got more power all in my hands, all in my feet. Sometimes I don't sleep at night, because God got a message. Me and Jesus, we got our own thing going on, and I had to talk to him. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not a person that get much sleep. I got one of them minds that never shut down. I know one of my friends, she got on Facebook and she looked on my post and she said, man, she's still up. That's just how Jesus works. When you God's messengers, you got to get up. When God tell you to get up, you got to get up and do what thus says the Lord. But I'm here to encourage you. Ask you, how many times a day do you pray? Let me tell you something. Don't just pray to the Lord when things ain't going good. Pray when things are going good and say, Lord, I thank you for the many blessings that you poured down, blessings that I didn't have room to receive. You thought about me when I wasn't worthy to get the blessings, but you knew that mercy suited my case, that you thought about little old me, a wretch undone, but you thought about me. You loved me enough that knew I was going through some things, but you had to show me that I'm still in charge. I still love you. I'll be your comforter. I'll be your counselor. You can call me in the midnight hour, because I got a line that's never busy. If you're weary, wounded, and sad, I'm the great I am. your resting place, and you can call on me, and I'll show you things that you may not know. I lead you, and you can come and find rest in my bosom. I give you that peace, that peace that passes all understanding. God's been good to me. I'm trying to tell you, God has put me in a place. I got to tell you, brothers and sisters, God has put me in a place. He's taken me in new directions. And let me tell you something. I thought about, as I was at work today, you know, we have to make a lot of decisions in our life. And I thought about 4 seasons. I thought about that. The seasons have to change. The seasons have to change. And let me break that down to you. Seasons have to change. And just like seasons have to change, sometimes you got to change your surroundings. You got to change your circumstances. Sometimes you got to change your environment. Sometimes you got to change the people that you are around. Because when God want to lift you up and take you further, some people will hold you down. And God give you that discernment. See, that's why there are 4 seasons. Summer, winter, spring, and fall. Because God is a God of seasons. And you need to know and lean on the Lord to know when there is a new season. He may put you in a place for a little while, but then God will tell you there's a new season. Because see, when God want to move you forth, He may not want you to take those people with you where you going. And you got to understand something. And I learned a long time ago that everybody that's with you ain't for you. But you got to understand, prayer changes things. And lean and depend on God to direct you. Don't put your heart in it. Let God lead you. Stop putting a heart in everything and start putting God in it. When you put God in it, then God will tell you and He will order your steps. But I just wanted to ask you, how many times do you pray? Because it says in Psalms 107:20 that He sent His word to heal and deliver them from destruction. Daniel prayed, and Daniel was delivered. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they prayed, and they was delivered. Hezekiah, he prayed, and he was delivered. So let me tell you something. Prayer does change things. And realize God is a God of seasons. And walk in His newness. Walk in His ways. And be open. Because God wants you to bless. But sometimes you have to leave people where they are. And let God lead them. And let God lead you. Minister Lora SPEAIGHT, Twin Ministries. May the peace of Jesus be with you. Gospel Twin Gospel and Children Ministry. God is a good God, and He's worthy to be praised. May the peace of Jesus be with you. I just want to talk for a few minutes about how many times a day do you pray. May God bless you.